Hello guys, Steve here, NRC with the Kyosho Javelin. Last time we had it out, I put that 20-tooth pinion in with the silver can motor, the stock Tamiya 540. What a letdown, 13.6 miles an hour. So today, ta-da, I'm gonna go ahead and try to put this Kyosho G. This is a 14 turn. This is a 550 motor. I like putting these in all my cars that are brushed. It gives them a lot of power and they run cool. So we're going to try to put this beauty in. We'll see how it runs in the next video. Let's get to it, guys. All right, guys, let's see if we can put this beauty in. Get to work. I thought I did this already. Yeah, I gotta take this off. See if I could get this off, maybe. It's hard to get off. Let me get a screwdriver. Trying to get the wing off. Sure, it comes off easy when you crash. Goes back on. Alright. It's a little better to work on it. Take out this while we're at it. Rubber grommet. Put it on the wing so you don't lose it. Pull this beauty off. This was a pain last time. Got it off. A little bit of, see, there's a little bit of grit in there. That's not good. Clean it off a little bit, even with the grease I put in it. See? Put a little more grease now. That's good. Alright. Let me see if I can clean this. See, the dirt must have got in. It's even on there with grease and it got in. That's strange. Anyhow, let me put this gear to the side. I gotta get this motor out. What I want to do is unsolder this really quick. But first, might as well take the pinion gear off. I have to go get my tool, so I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I'm back. Got my Allen tool. Take this off here. Done hard. Thread locked worked. Alright. That was the 20-tooth pinion gear. Let me see if I could get this off here with the solder gun. Point it down a little bit. Alrighty. Alright. Let me put this down. Now, we gotta unscrew the motor. Hopefully we could get it off. Hope this 14 turn Give it some punch. You know what? The dirt may have came in. See the motor holes? It may have came through the back and got in the gearbox. I'm going to put a little fiberglass disc to block that so nothing could get in. There it is. Stock 540. Wasn't good. Now I'm going to wipe this down a little bit. I'm going to put some new grease on that also. Now let's see if this motor fits. Let me unsolder these wires real quick. Need something to hold it better. Come on. Yeah, that's a thick wire. Why ain't it coming off? Because I'm hitting the can. I think I need some solder on it. Sometime to do that, it'll make it work better. Yep. Alright. Now I gotta solder. I guess I got soldered on last. Let's put this solder gun down, and first I want to oil this motor up. I already broke it in a while back. All you need is one little drop. It's good to go. Alright, let's see if it fits, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, it does. Alright, I'm going to put this disc on. But first, I want to put some thread lock. This red stuff in the motor holes so the screws get in there and grab. Just get a little bit like this and put them inside the motor holes. Because with that fiberglass disc thing, it's not going to get nothing in there. Also, you could get a little bit on your screws. It's probably most likely going to come off unless you rub it in like this really good. That's the only way it'll get on, is if you rub it in really good down in the threads. Because if you just glob it on like a glob and leave it, when it goes through the aluminum or this plate here, it just pushes it right out. Alright, let's see. I put that in. I think I had black on the top, but it looks better like this. It don't matter. Red's on the bottom. I'll put red on the top. I'm going to bend these tabs a little bit. They're a little close to the motor. Alright. So you want to put this on. This is good because it fits pretty hard on there. That'll block all the dirt from getting in. Now it's going to be hard to make sure that I get this in there without slipping that cover. You could usually put a thing of grease. It looks like I got it. Let's see if I get this one. Ah, luck. First try. Alright. Now you just want to leave this loose so you could adjust the motor. I'm going to put the same 20-tooth pinion gear in so you can see how fast it goes with the different motor. I want to put some thread lock on this again. Alright. Put our gear back on. And then we gotta set this mesh up here. First I wanna turn that down a little bit. Alright. Screw this in a little bit. Make sure this is pressed on right. And then align your gear, your pinion gear. That looks good. Now you gotta tighten her up. Alright, hopefully the thread lock will work on it. Wipe off the excess thread lock. Finger, see? You can get a little napkin in on it. Alright, hopefully it'll stay on. Check if everything's running good. Alright, next we gotta set the gear mesh. And what I like to do is I like to put the motor close to the pinion onto the spur and spin it just a little bit away from it. And that way if you have an out around spur gear, when it hits the out around spot, then you set the mesh to it so that way it don't get tight on you if you do it to a spot that isn't good. That's what I do anyway, but this gear looks like it's straight. Sometimes you get ones that are out around. Alright, now we gotta set the mesh on this beauty. Let me get the glasses so I can see good. Alrighty. You want it to rock just a little bit in every position. Look at that. You don't want it tight. Looks like I could do a little bit tighter. And I see what happens if I tighten it up, because sometimes it switches. Oops, hit the camera, that's not good. Hit it again. Alright, hear that? See? That's what you want. All right, now we got to put that gear cover back. And I want to load it up with grease again. I actually think it came through the back. So, here's a thick, tacky grease like this stuff here. Super lube. And just put some on your finger. Really thick. You could use something even tackier. Let me just wipe around here. There's like a little foam seal. Let me blow this off one more time. And then you go around it and just tap it with your fingers. Don't worry if it's messy, as long as it traps the dust and dirt so it don't get inside. That's what you want. That should be good. Let me clean off my hands. Alright, time to install this beauty. Last time it was a pain for me, but see if I could get it in again. Alright. Ain't that going in? Is this too long? No. I have a problem with this, always trying to get it in here. I don't know why. A weird design. There it is. I think I got it. There she is. Pain in the butt. Oh, I see what's happening. It hits the screw from this upper turnbuckle. You have to look carefully to put it on. There she is. All right, now we got to solder the motor on. Where's my solder gun? Soldering iron. I'm gonna tint these wires here, the tabs. All right, this is the red, so we'll put the red on the top. But first, we're gonna do the bottom. Hopefully, you don't burn your hands, like I'm probably gonna do. I should get a there it is. Lucky I didn't burn myself. Voila! That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me unplug this. All right. Everything working? Soon find out when we put this other tire back on. I'm wondering how fast this is. I guess I'm gonna have to do another video with the GPS and test it out, because last time I did it 13.6 miles an hour. That was a flop. I'm just worried about this belt drive line with this powerful torquey 550 motor in there now. Let's see if it's even working. Yep. Put on my wing. I don't put the clips on because when you crash, if you leave the clips on, you crack this part here. So I leave them off and it just pops off. There it is, it's on. Oh, there it is. There it is. Complete with the Kyosho 14 turn 550 motor. Next time you see it, it'll be out. And we'll do the GPS test to see how fast it is and see how it runs. See if it could hold up to the power. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys next time with the test with this beauty Javelin. We'll see how she goes. See you out on the field next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave me a comment, hit that bell so you don't miss future videos. Steve here, Shen RC, and I'm out. Later.